pneumonia, but it doesn't sound like he believes it was that. You know what I mean? Like he said, after the car accident, the most serious car accident, and the car flipped 6 times, he wakes up in the hospital, you know what I'm saying, naked, in a gown, buck naked, you know what I mean? And when he finally woke up, and it could have been weeks later, that they told him.
Who else did you see allegedly on the tape?
Tyrese with Will and Jada. Then the one with Charlie Mack and Will. Jada's not on it, but you can hear her say, make him spit up, period. So when these tapes come out, people will know. It's like, you know. He said, you know, Will, you know, Diddy made me suck this. You know what's going on. You know, Charlie made me suck. And I said, I have no idea what's going on. I have no idea. So he crying, no blood is coming from his nose. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. And I'm like, yo, listen.
Man, I would not want to be Jada or Will right now. Their biggest enemy, Brother Bilal, just came back from the edge, literally waking up from a coma, and he's dropping bombshells left and right. He's claiming people had a hand in his poisoning, and the stuff he's saying is wild. Bilal had to flee all the way to Colombia just to escape whoever was after him. He's been lying in a hospital bed there for days, fighting pneumonia and stuck between life and death. But now he's awake, and his mouth is moving again, louder than ever. If folks thought he was spilling too much before, wait till they hear what he's saying now. Even before Bilal landed in that coma, people were worried for his life. Just a few weeks before he ran off to Colombia, he hit Jada with a massive $3 million lawsuit, claiming she tried to have him taken out. According to him, she was furious that he went on Tasha K's platform, not once, not twice, but 3 times, to talk about Will's alleged relationship with Dwayne Martin and how he supposedly pushed Brashear Gray into some crazy situations. Now that Bilal's back and talking again, it looks like the drama between him, Jada, and Will is only getting messier.
They said he had pneumonia, but it doesn't sound like he believes it was that. You know what I mean? Like he said, after the car accident, the most serious car accident, and the car flipped 6 times, he wakes up in the hospital, you know what I'm saying, naked, in a gown, naked, you know what I mean? And when he finally woke up, and it could have been weeks later, that they told him, you know what I mean, at least a week and a half later, it had to be.
You can already guess this is exactly the kind of story Jada and Will didn't want out there. The second Bilal started talking again, they went into full panic mode, making calls left and right, trying to shut him down before he could spill anything else. Jada was the first to clap back. She dropped a statement threatening to sue Bilal, accusing him of trying to extort her. But instead of backing off, Bilal came out swinging even harder. He doubled down on every claim he made before, and then, boom, he showed up in another interview, throwing out even wilder accusations about Will than ever before. He even went as far as blaming Will for Brashear Gray's current work in the adult industry. Now here's where things get really messy. Bilal claimed that Will and Diddy were running some so-called mentorship program for young men in the business, but it wasn't what it seemed. According to him, Brashear was one of several people who ended up caught in this twisted setup. It all began when Brashear's mom, Andrea, and his former manager, Charlie Mack, thought they were doing something positive. They figured it'd be a great move to connect him with Will for mentorship and guidance. But based on Bilal's version of events, that introduction was the start of something way darker than anyone expected.
But they told him that he had pneumonia. So, and he said he don't believe none of this. He just said, I don't know. It was very creepy and mysterious how these people was able to, track me down. And now ICE is trying to deport me, saying that I allegedly committed a crime in Colombia. You know what I mean?
Back then, Brashear was blowing up on Empire. His fame was rising fast, so getting mentored by Will Smith sounded like a dream come true. I mean, who wouldn't want that kind of opportunity, right? But according to Bilal, things behind the scenes were not what they looked like. He claimed that Will and Diddy were doing some highly inappropriate stuff involving Brashear, and that so-called mentorship wasn't as innocent as it sounded. The accusations got even louder when Jaguar Wright jumped in. She backed up Bilal's story and said there was some truth to what he was saying. That's wild. Jaguar even went further, alleging there's a secret recording involving Justin Bieber, Will, Jaden, Diddy, and Brashear in some kind of chaotic scene. She said they were all freaking out together, acting out of control and not in their right minds. The whole thing sounds unbelievable, but too many people keep repeating the same story. And it doesn't stop there. things only got crazier from this point. Balo went back on Tasha K's show, and this time he wasn't holding back at all. He went straight for Will's neck, saying he was done keeping quiet. According to Balo, there was a moment when Brashear completely broke down after taking way too many substances. In that moment, he allegedly confessed that Will and Diddy had crossed serious boundaries with him without his consent.
Door to Dwayne's dressing room, and that's when I see Dwayne and having that's with Will. It was a couch, and Will was bent over on the couch, and Dwayne was standing up. Like
Bilal insisted it wasn't some one-time situation either. He claimed it happened more than once, and each time left Brashear more broken than before. But the bombshells didn't stop there. Bilal went even further, saying he's got multiple tapes showing wild encounters involving Will, Jada, Diddy, Brashear, and brace yourself, Tyrese. Yes, Tyrese. The internet lost it when his name got thrown into the mix. People were absolutely shocked, wondering what kind of chaos was really going on behind the scenes. Right after that explosive interview, Bilal wasted no time. He jumped on the next flight out of the country and headed straight to Colombia, trying to protect himself. But even there, trouble still found him. It's like no matter how far he ran, he couldn't escape the chaos surrounding his name. Not long after landing, reports started surfacing that something terrible had happened. His family later confirmed that Bilal was involved in a serious car crash while in Colombia. The details were fuzzy at first, but the outcome was terrifying. He barely made it out alive and ended up in the ICU, fighting for his life, brain dead and battling pneumonia. It sounded like something straight out of a movie.
They told me I made my pictures in the book.
You know, your picture's in the book and your name is in the book. So you like you're doing some real elegant pep. I'm blowing you up.
As soon as the news hit social media, people went wild with theories. Many started pointing fingers at Jada and Will, saying this was way too suspicious. Comments started flooding in with people saying things like Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith are pure evil. But just when everyone thought the story couldn't get any darker, Bilal shocked the world again after waking up from his coma. The man came back swinging, and his first move was calling out the people he said tried to silence him. He claimed the accident wasn't an accident at all.
How do you respond to the allegations that you're right, Joseph King?
Come on, man.
Is that any funny? Why did you fire him?
That somebody set him up. According to Bilal, strange things started happening right before that crash. His phone got wiped clean, his hotel room was broken into, and he noticed unfamiliar cars following him around the city. He said it felt like somebody was watching his every move, and when he tried to reach out for help, everyone suddenly went quiet. That's when he knew he was in serious danger. When he finally regained consciousness, Bilal told nurses to contact specific people, saying, "If anything happens to me, tell them Will and Jada know why." That statement alone sent the internet into chaos. People started digging for receipts, pulling up every interview, every old clip, trying to connect the dots.
He's with my man Charlie Mack. So Charlie was with me every step of the way. First out the limo. So Charlie has been with me, 30 years coming up in the business. So, he's surrounded by a whole lot of strength. He's surrounded by a whole lot of love. And all he has to do is add discipline, and he's going to be all right.
Now, social media is split. Some folks think Bilal is exposing a powerful Hollywood circle, while others say he's just spinning stories for clout. But one thing's for sure, the tension around Will and Jada has never been this intense. After Bilal's shocking comeback, things in Hollywood started shaking like never before. The whispers turned into full-blown conversations. People in the industry started distancing themselves from Will and Jada fast. Suddenly, old friends stopped showing up, and projects that once had Will's name attached started going quiet. Something was definitely up. Insiders began leaking little bits of info, saying that both Will and Jada were scrambling behind the scenes, trying to do damage control. Word is, they called in top lawyers and PR experts to clean up their image and shut down anything connected to Bilal's claims. But no matter what they tried, the internet kept digging deeper, and the more they tried to silence things, the louder it all got. Meanwhile, Bilal wasn't backing off one bit. He started sharing screenshots, voice notes, and messages that he claimed were proof of everything he'd been saying. Every post he dropped felt like another explosion online. People couldn't look away. Now, fans are demanding answers, asking if all those rumors over the years had some truth behind them.
So while Dwayne Martin was in Will Smith's tasty cakes, Jada Pinkett was blowing August Alsina's back out with the Timberland boots, you know what I'm saying, and the fitted ball cap. This is why she turned August Alsina out, and August Alsina's boyfriend got a boyfriend. August Alsina went and got a boyfriend, and then his boyfriend got a boyfriend.
Others say Bilal might have uncovered something bigger than anyone imagined. Whatever the case, it feels like the whole world is watching and waiting to see what Will and Jada do next, because this drama isn't slowing down anytime soon. Just when everyone thought the storm had reached its peak, Bilal decided to take things even further, and what he dropped next had everyone's jaws on the floor. Out of nowhere, he went live and said he was preparing to release the real evidence that would supposedly shut down every lie ever told about him. The internet exploded instantly. He claimed he had hidden files, secret recordings, and private messages that could expose some of the Hollywood's biggest names. Bilal said, "They tried to bury me, but I'm still here, and now it's my turn." That one line alone sent shockwaves through social media, with people flooding the comments begging him to drop the receipts. Meanwhile, sources close to Jada and Will were said to be in full panic mode. Rumors spread that their legal team was scrambling to stop whatever Bilal was planning to release. Some fans even noticed strange things happening online, certain videos disappearing, accounts suddenly going private, and mysterious posts getting deleted within minutes. At this point, the whole situation feels bigger than just celebrity drama. It's looking like a full-blown Hollywood cover-up. Everyone's waiting for Bilal's next move, wondering if he's really about to pull the curtain back on something the world was never meant to see. Then, out of nowhere, boom, Bilal vanished from the internet again. One day, he was all over social media, posting hints and saying the truth is coming, and the next, everything was gone. His page is wiped clean, videos deleted, messages erased. It was like he never existed. People started freaking out, wondering what happened this time.
Who was best to give you advice? And it's Will Smith, and I'm getting so much good advice. I got my first acting role, Empire, and it's changing my life. And it's like I'm listening from the greatest, and it's like making me well prepared to work with Taraji.
Some fans said he went into hiding after getting new threats, while others claimed he was taken out of the picture before he could expose anything else. A few even posted screenshots showing weird messages they supposedly got from Bilal's backup account, saying, "If something happens to me, don't stop talking." That one message sent chills down people's spines. Meanwhile, the chatter around Will and Jada got louder again. Folks started connecting dots, saying every time Bilal tried to speak, something strange always happened right after. It was like someone didn't want his story to ever see the light of day. Blogs and YouTube channels went wild. Everybody was trying to piece together what really happened. Did Bilal disappear by choice, or did somebody silence him for good?
Him out so he'll feel too embarrassed to file his lawsuit against Diddy for what Will and Diddy did to him. With Jaden and Justin present, that tape exists.
No one knows for sure, but the mystery keeps growing, and every new detail just makes the story sound crazier. One thing's certain, this Hollywood saga is far from over, and Bilal's name isn't fading anytime soon. Weeks passed, and just when people started thinking Bilal might be gone for good, he shocked everyone again. Out of nowhere, a new video surfaced online with Bilal looking tired but very much alive. He said he'd been laying low for his safety, claiming powerful people were trying to shut him down. His voice was shaky, but his words hit hard. He said, "They thought I wouldn't make it, but I'm still breathing, and I'm not done talking yet." That line sent chills through everyone watching. In the video, Bilal hinted that he had more evidence locked away with trusted people, saying that if anything ever happened to him again, it's all coming out. Fans lost it, some cheering him on for surviving, others scared for what could happen next. Meanwhile, Jada and Will's team stayed completely silent, which only fueled more questions. People online started saying their silence spoke volumes, while others believed they were just waiting for the drama to die down.
I really hope none of that baby oil was used on those kids. That would just be in bad taste. Baby oil on babies.
You can't say that the flavor cap was sponsored by Johnson & Johnson. You just come on.
It sound that way, ain't it?
No.
All that talent, and she let Charlie tune that boy up, knowing that he was bipolar and had ADHD.
But at this point, it didn't matter. The damage was already done. Now the world's watching Bilal closer than ever, waiting to see if he'll finally reveal what he's been holding back. With every comeback, every claim, and every cryptic message, this saga just keeps getting wilder, and nobody knows how it's gonna end. After that shocking comeback video, Bilal didn't stay quiet for long. He started dropping little hints again, posting cryptic messages, using emojis and tagging names that had everyone guessing what he meant. Each post felt like a clue, and people online were piecing it together like a real-life mystery. Then he went live again and said something that sent the internet into chaos. He claimed there were more people involved than anyone could imagine. He said this wasn't just about Will and Jada anymore, but about a whole circle of celebrities who've been protecting each other for years. His exact words were, "It's deeper than y'all think. This goes way past Hollywood." That one line had fans going crazy. Right after that, rumors started flying that Bilal had already handed over copies of his files to someone overseas. People said he didn't trust anyone in the States anymore, and honestly, no one could blame him. The tension online skyrocketed. Supporters were telling him to stay safe, while skeptics said he was just trying to keep his name trending.
Jada Smith was beefing with his mother and wanted to move out because Jada allegedly was blowing Tyler, the Creator's back out. So when Jaden went public, talking about Tyler, the Creator, that's my boyfriend. Look, he's right there in the crowd. That's my boyfriend. He was really trying to show his mother up. He was really trying to show up Jada. And you remember, Bilal said that Jada Pinkett was smashing Jaden's friends and boyfriends, not just August Alsina. You know what I'm saying?
Still, one thing's undeniable. Bilal isn't backing down. Whatever he's holding on to, it's got people shaking, wondering who's really telling the truth in this tangled, explosive mess. Not long after that last live, everything surrounding Bilal took another wild turn. Out of the blue, a mysterious clip started spreading online. No one knew who uploaded it, but people swore it sounded just like Bilal's voice. In the recording, a man could be heard saying he had proof locked away in 3 different places, and that if anything happens, the world will finally see the truth.
You know what I mean? At least a week and a half later, it had to be. But they told him that he had pneumonia. So, and he said he don't believe none of this, you know? And I'm like, man, this is just, it's just so much chaos. But he said, Jamil, I want to interview with you because he's still worried about how his location got out there.
That clip spread like wildfire, racking up millions of views overnight. People started speculating that this was one of Bilal's insurance drops, something he had set up just in case he disappeared again. Others claimed it was fake, maybe even planted by someone trying to stir up more drama. But either way, it had everyone talking non-stop. At the same time, rumors started floating that Will and Jada's legal team were working overtime trying to get the video taken down. Some users even said their posts about it mysteriously vanished minutes after going viral, like somebody didn't want that audio spreading any further. Now, folks are divided again. Half of social media thinks Bilal's telling the truth, and the other half says he's gone too far. But one thing's for sure, this story just refuses to die. Every time people think it's over, something new drops that shakes everything up all over again.
And when these people are confronting Will, why is Will laughing when they're asking him about these allegations? Now I'm very in fear for the violinists, and now I'm very in fear for Bashir. Shout out to my baby coming in the building and everybody in the building. Yes, I am very serious. This is what the sister is stating, but she doesn't believe it. Neither do I.
After that mysterious audio leaked, things took a seriously tense turn. Reporters started digging into Bilal's past, old connections, and even his travel records, trying to figure out what was real and what wasn't. Suddenly, news outlets that once ignored him were running full stories, analyzing every word he'd ever said. It was like the world finally decided to take him seriously, or at least seriously enough to investigate. Meanwhile, social media was on fire. Fans were comparing timelines, matching up photos, and pointing out coincidences that honestly looked way too suspicious. Some users claimed they had seen court filings or private messages that hinted at hidden settlements, while others swore this was all one big setup to distract from something else happening behind the scenes. Then came the twist nobody expected. Bilal posted one last message online saying, "They can spin the story however they want. I already did my part. The truth out there now. After that, silence. No new posts, no lives, nothing. It was like he disappeared again. Now everyone's wondering what that message really meant. Did Bilal finally pass everything off to someone else? Is he still in hiding? Or did someone finally shut him down for good? Whatever the case, it feels like the calm before another storm, because with Bilal, nothing ever really ends quietly. Weeks passed, and Bilal's silence only made people more suspicious. Every day, new theories popped up, some saying he went underground for protection, others claiming he made a secret deal to keep quiet. The internet was split in half, with fans demanding answers and skeptics calling it all a massive stunt. But deep down, everyone knew something didn't feel right.
How the hell did he go from going to the hospital to pneumonia? Now y'all trying to say that he's brain dead, so she can't talk to him. Nobody can find out. Yo, listen, we got a ban. Listen, look how Will Smith reacted when they asked him, and then he's surrounded by these big-time rich white bodyguard dudes telling people, look, don't ask him no questions. Will is smiling and laughing.
Then out of nowhere, a podcast host claimed to have spoken with Bilal privately. They said he was alive, staying low, and still determined to drop everything when the timing's right. That one statement reignited the chaos instantly. Hashtags started trending again, with people begging Bilal to go public and expose the truth once and for all. Meanwhile, insiders close to Will and Jada were reportedly growing nervous again. Some even claimed the couple had gone completely off the radar, keeping their movements quiet and limiting appearances. Others said their team was bracing for impact, fearing that whatever Bilal had planned next could destroy reputations overnight. Right now, everyone's holding their breath, wondering if Bilal's really preparing for one last reveal or if this whole saga's about to fade away for good. But judging by how unpredictable this story has been, nobody's betting on peace anytime soon. Because with Bilal, silence usually means something big is about to drop. And just when the internet started to calm down again, it happened. Bilal broke his silence with a brand new voice note that sent social media into a frenzy.
You know what I mean? And I'm not going to sit here and let y'all blame Tasha K or blame Tasha K's finger waves. I'm not going to let y'all do that because we don't know that. He never said Tasha K gave his location up, pure survival. He never said that Tasha K's finger waves gave up his location. He just said, I don't know. It was very creepy and mysterious how these people was able to, track me down. And now ICE is trying to deport me, saying that I allegedly committed a crime in Colombia.
The clip was short, only about 3 seconds, but what he said was enough to shake everything back up. His voice sounded calm but serious as he said, they thought it was over, but I've got one last move to make. That one line alone had people losing their minds. Almost instantly, hashtag Bilal return started trending. Fans flooded comment sections, begging for more info, while others claimed to have insider knowledge about a massive leak he's been preparing to release. Some even said he's working with international journalists now, making sure whatever he's sitting on can't be silenced this time. Meanwhile, Hollywood's been eerily quiet again. No statements, no interviews, no comments from anyone connected to Will or Jada. People are saying that kind of silence can only mean one thing. Something huge is coming. Everyone's watching their screens, waiting for Bilal's next move. Will he finally drop the evidence he's been teasing for months, or will this be another vanishing act?
You know what I mean? And he said that if you look it up, you can see that Will Smith and Jada has ties with Donald Trump, and they have ties with Donald Trump's clip-on toupee. So he believes that allegedly they was involved with that. You know what I'm saying? That they paid Donald Trump's toupee a check, you know what I mean, to help silence.
Either way, one thing's for sure, the tension in the industry is thicker than ever, and the truth, whatever it is, feels closer than it's ever been. They're on the same level as Diddy. You willing to pay people to keep your nasty secrets? Oh my God, I'm praying for this man. This is pure demonic. That's what one person said online after hearing about Bilal's story. Another user chimed in saying there's no such thing as brain dead. They use that term to set people up and take their organs. They're setting him up to justify him. The internet's been losing it. Every comment section looks like a war zone right now. And honestly, it's not hard to see why people are so suspicious. Most folks seem convinced that Will and Jada had something to do with what happened to Bilal, and things only got messier when people noticed Will's reaction. Around the same time Bilal was still fighting for his life in that hospital, Will was asked straight up about the allegations, and instead of answering, he gave this cold little smile like he already knew something we didn't. It gave everybody chills. But baby, don't think it's over, because word on the street is Bilal's awake again, and this time he's not holding back. He's reportedly told his family he believes Will and Jada were behind not only his accident, but also his sudden pneumonia. Now, whether Bilal can actually prove any of this is still up in the air, but one thing's clear, this story's got the whole world watching. So what do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments, share this with your friends, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates, because this Hollywood drama is far from done.